Welcome back to World 7. Um, I'm, I'm gonna be a little quiet today. I still have really bad chest, and quite possibly indigestion. Um, and yeah. Um, it probably won't be too long on here. I'm gonna be with family. Um, I think for dinner.
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. I've got a fresh ground batch of spratwurst cooking. They're terra-fried to lock in the juices. How about a grinder's dozen?
What's that word exactly?
You know what sprats are? Space rats. The laboratories of Spacer's Choice found a use for this limitless frontier resource. Sprat meat is plenty tasty when properly prepared. We grind them up in sausages, then terra-fry them in their own juices.
What does terrify mean?
Terra-frying is a Spacer's Choice brand secret. A mix of 13 herbs and spices, plus a dash of modern chemistry.
Is Bratwurst your own invention or what?
Legally? No. The terra-frying method was developed and marketed by Spacer's Choice. Between you, me, and this grinder, I've been through lean times. If there's one thing you learn on tramp freighters, it's how to make near anything edible. Might be that this old space hand put a few words in the right ears, and could be that Spacer's Choice liked sticking it to C&P by R&Ding our own special meat.
Is Bratwurst like full of words? I've seen that a lot.
Absolutely not. Spratwurst and all related terms are registered trademarks of Spacer's Choice. Boar, the other meat, is a registered trademark of C&P. Everyone knows our company and theirs are nothing alike.
That's enough for now.
Just as well. Near about time for me to go check on the trap. I mean, to unload another crate of farm fresh sprats.
Do you have time to chat?
Long as you don't... Just as well. Near about time for me to go check on...
Nope. Nothing in there?
You couldn't pay me to visit Monarch. I'd probably get my face eaten off.
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor? Maybe it's a bit secondhand, but that's only a testament to its durability. We also have a line of specialized melee weapons, for those times you have to repel boarders but don't want to risk a bullet through the hull.
Are you Spacer yourself?
Not me, but it's in my blood. After the crossing, my family worked Eridanos, indentured to the corporations.
Did what after for that? After the what?
Not from around here, are ya? After leaving Earth, you worked a local gas giant from a floating refinery. Dangerous work. I was born into corporate labor, but I'm the first one of my family to buy my way out. That's why I settled on Groundbreaker. It's the last bastion of freedom.
Tell me more about your wares.
Everything I sell is fresh from the forge. Technically, the metal formed billions of years ago, but it's freshly in this shape.
Let's see what we have. Trade. Ooh. Well, do I have the money? Ah. Oh. Well, I'm not gonna buy anything. Just. I'm gonna keep that because. Nice. Okay.
Hearty greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
Aren't you just a glorified thing?
This unit is programmed to simulate shock at such assertions. Shock simulation non-functional. A trouble ticket has been filed.
Engineer 25. Let me take a look at that. Maybe I can fix it.
Shock simulation restored. Initiating shock subroutine. How dare you? Shock subroutine complete. Estimated guilt level of customer increased by 35%. Resuming protein dispensation protocol. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
Nope. I'm good.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to report any sightings to your local.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sub-level.
I could spend all day in here and not have looked at half the best stuff. It's all pretty worn, though.
Right. What are we doing? I don't know. Check the terminal. Messages. From Bedford U. to Tennyson J. Subject. My dear lady. The the implication of your accusations caused my breath to hitch in my throat. I'm certain that we can arrive any agreeable understanding for what is a board liaison, if not a facilitator of handshakes between great powers, much like Ford and yourself. When you do decide to return to the negotiation table, consider once again the embassy expansion plans. I said, out gestures of good faith do not go unpaid. Udom, Bedford, certified place on 2 Tennyson J. Oh no, from Tennyson J to Bedford U. Subject obstructionist. The board rejected my request for new radio parts again, even after I greased their wheels with some targeted donations. Funny thing, when I used my admin privileges to survey the outgoing comms, I noticed some activity from your office. You chose your words carefully, but I plucked a juicy phrase from the transcript. Let the frog boil a while longer, and now I have no radiator part. You're playing with our lives. Did they install you? Did they install you on my ship just to get under my skin, or are you pulling this shit for fun? JT. Personal vibe. Backbase. More complaints about the state of the bay. I already told the Mardettes they're free to flush out MacRed and his outlaws. They're so knotted up, seeking warrants and proper justifications, and they want someone else to solve all their problems off the record. Sorry boys, not my job. Promenade status. Moral has dipped 18% since Martin Callahan showed up. It's that damn mask. Found another listening device in my office. Thing was the size of a crossball with a cord leading all the way back to sublight. Subtle as always, Lilia. Could have sworn the mechanical chef arrived with a company tech. No record of the guy leaving the station. We'll have to look into it. Rat infestation at the rest and go, getting out of hand. Ethel better not be ranching those critters again, or I swear by law, I'll airlock her stuff. Cool.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
Laser flyer. Nice place you've got here, chief.
No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
I'll do whatever I can to help you keep the peace.
Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
once I get out of impound, I'm bound for Monarch.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
First off, I heard you're having heat problems.
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship.
Why haven't you fixed them yet?
Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
Is there no room for a compromise?
None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone aboard, will be cooked alive.
Intelligence. You need a character to work this out. I'm available for a reasonable rate.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
Back bays? Am I supposed to know where that is?
Sorry, I forgot not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
You can't get these parts anywhere else.
You must not have been here long. In Halcyon, new parts come by way of interstellar freighters from Earth, and the board monopolizes that kind of trade. That means I'd have to negotiate with the board. I've already given them the shops, the docking fees, and a damn embassy.
No. They're negotiation sound like a bureaucratic coup.
Damn right. And while I'm captain of the Groundbreaker, it falls to me to preserve this ship's independence.
Have you tried sending anyone else down there to get the parts?
I have. One of my engineers, plus a small security detail. They didn't come back. I can't afford to lose any Mardits on this job. No offense, but a freelancer like you is more dispensable.
Why so protective?
Mardits are descended from the original Marine detachment that crossed the void with Groundbreaker. I don't put their lives on the line if I can avoid it.
Shouldn't we try to talk this out with the down there?
Those idiots are immune to reason, and they don't much care if the station melts to pieces. They're content to die last. If you could find some way to solve this without violence, I'd prefer that. But more than anything, we need those parts. Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs. What can I do for you, Captain?
What's it like being in command around?
Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand.
This ship is a family business?
Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gang, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
They must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer.
Was it a big change, that transition to command?
It was different knowing that I couldn't turn to anyone who could answer the tough questions for me. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about.
Aren't you a little, no, no, no.
You've got my attention.
Parvati, you wanted to talk to Junlei?
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Slightly encouraged. Yeah, I think that sounds like...
Wow, great! I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
You don't have a lot of faith in the board.
You're right, I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong.
How do you keep the board at a safe distance?
I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change.
Back to my other question.
You've got my attention.
We'll be on our way. Alrighty then. Well, that was interesting.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Ooh, a workbench. Oh. Nope.
Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked. Have tested negative for performance-enhancing stims. A tossball first.
Oops. Sorry.
Coaches and referees are debating how and if this behavior could lead to an
Trying to
unfair
ignore
advantage.
that. What? Alright, we'll worry about companion quests later. Let's go with that one, because I feel like this is probably gonna be more important than anything else. Alright, let's
Who's that? Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now. or you'll parley with the king. Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psychopath who plays with fire.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain.
I was exploring their ship and stumbled on this level.
You stumbled into my court without an invitation, neighbor from above. If you don't have any business, then it's time to light up the grill.
I'll just be going.
No one turns their back on me while I'm holding court. Get 'em, boys!
Watch out!
Take 'em down!
Persuasion. It needs to be higher. Everything needs to be higher. That was not well, shit. Yeah, okay. Okay. Right. Take 2.
Who the... Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king. Where did that chewy gristle go? Shoot on sight, jesters!
Let's probably. Oh no, I was in the right place. This on.
You get that automech patch? McRed wants it up and running.
I'm trying to think of a good name before I wake it up.
Don't give it a name. What are you thinking? It hasn't got a heart? It's not like us.
Oh, wait.
Here we go!
I just needed parts. I didn't want to.
What the?
Here they come!
I just needed parts.
Fantastic, we've got them. Now we can move on to cleaner pastures.
Well, since I'm here,
Can you imagine being frozen for 10 years, sailing through space in a room such as this?
Max, I was frozen for more than 10 years. I'm pretty sure. In a room such as this. I guess since we're here, oh no. Let's quick save.
I'm ready for this.
Ready? Oh. Oh. Wow. I'm glad I quick saved there.
Easy does it.
Here we go!
I'll teach this one a lesson. I smite you in the name of the law.
Oh my gosh. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to.
the law!
Ooh. It's so hard. Alright. I think I need to go heavy armor now. Also, try this out for size. And then get my heaviest armor on. What is that? Oh, that's what? Oh, it's this.
I'm ready for this.
Nice hit! Sometimes violence is the only way!
Dude. Right. Right. I didn't actually want to kill these guys just yet. But ooh. Ah. I kind of actually did not even really know that these guys were down here. I mean, I should have known. But I honestly really didn't know.
Does everyone get branded when they join you?
Incoming! Get away from me!
Nice hit! Down they go!
Well, I know that this does not belong to the criminals. I will examine that later. Nice. Alright. Well, looks like, where was that data pad? Ah. Junior mycologist log. When I settled on Groundbreaker, I thought this would be my great gateway to the stair, and the beginning of my epic tale of a spacer. Now I grow shrooms for a bunch of outlaws, not even for selling. They just eat the damn things by the handful. Some of the crew have been tripping a few weeks. Suppose it could be worse. Heard of a sublight contractor who got dissolved in chemicals and flushed down waste treatment for stealing from Lilia. Now MacRed, he's always happy to see me, calls me his fungus lad. Update: MacRed just set a man on fire for having his laces undone. Shit. Maybe I need to be more careful about what I'm growing. Ought to find something that calms him down. Time to experiment. Nice. So I can talk to Julie now. I need to acquire the science weapon on the Groundbreaker. The logs on Hawthorne's terminal mentioned rumors from the Groundbreaker of a scientist who bragged about powerful weapons. He was researching for more details can be found on the station. Another of Hawthorne's logs mentioned looking in Gladys's shop for old records. Apparently, the smuggler acquired several leads that way. Can't go there yet. I can claim the bounty. Alright.
Smells kind of like old Bess's outflow pipes.
Why do you name everything that is... Ooh. Lockpicking and blocking. Ooh. Ah. Let's see what this looks like. Not bad. I like the armor I have on now. Codex, logs. Feel free to read everything over here. Okay. West. Oh, I have to hold it. Okay. Um, today, um, um, well, today, uh, I oh, there was a fire in my building, which is nice. Um, not really nice, but you know, it yeah, it was
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled.
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed.
yeah, it was I was it was weird because I don't I don't normally
Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight Mantipillar infestation.
define slight.
More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle. We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside. They got into the radiators, and here we are.
Hmm. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'll make my way down there.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
Right.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Man, I want some of this stuff. I need all the mag picks. Yeah. Alright, well, anyway, so fire.
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicker.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about answers it. Something you need?
What was that about? What was that about back at Junlei's?
Well, I didn't expect her to be so tall. And did you see the size of her arms?
Perception. It sounds like you have a crush on her.
What? No. Maybe? I don't... It's like somebody reached into my head and pulled out what I didn't know I wanted. You know how hard it is to find anybody who likes working with tools in a little town like Edgewater?
Uh, sounds like you're not sure how you feel.
I just met her. How could I be? Alls I know is, I want to talk with her more. Did you see how everybody on Groundbreaker listens to Junlei? She's just, here's how to fix it. And they trust her. It's just, she's calm and knows what to do. I wish I was half so confident.
I could spend hours reflecting on the secret workings of the universe. Little else in this colony offers such a relaxing pastime. So, tell me what's on your mind. I excel at confessional listening.
The controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radiators. We don't need to kill the mess though, but I've tried to
Where?
Here they
right
come!
above it is. Right.
We made it!
Yes, we did. Oi! Ow! Ooh. I wanted to read the terminal. Terrible. Archived logs in transmission. Arrival and confirmation. 2 HHG Earth Q transmitted via probe. Archived at source. It is my honor to report that the Groundbreaker has successfully arrived at the Lagrange point, having released our cargo of prefab housing, settlers, and supplies at their intended colony worlds. May they prosper and extend. Now that stages 1 and 2 of the mission have been carried out, my family will take ownership of the Groundbreaker as specified in our contract, keeping the ship in active duty as an independent trading post, repair stop, and cargo bay. I'd be remiss if I closed this transmission without sending my hopes and the best wishes back to Earth. There's so much ahead of us, but we'll never forget what we left behind. A stern reminder. Okay. Some very rich and unsavory elements among our colonial neighbors seem to have the wrong idea about why I flew us out here. it wasn't for a 9-figure blood money salary and a Spacer's Choice logo stamped on my ass, it wasn't a nickel and dime passing chips out of their lost bit or their last bit. Groundbreaker has no role in the success or failure of Halcyon corporate entries. Period. I negotiated that the understanding and celebrity outlined it in writing before I ever set foot on this ship. If anyone wants to dispute or compromise our independence, they will answer to Tennyson. They will answer to a Tennyson. We're a family operation. Even when the last Tennyson falls, Groundbreaker will remember us and defend its freedom accordingly. Chief Dying. Nice. Why are you in there, Parvati?
Good news? Song tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Sneak past if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix them later.
Right.
Unexpected noise.
I don't know why I did that.
Returning to normal.
That's the last of them.
Yes. No. I will not.
That beep from me.
That's the terminal. I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps. And if you don't know what that means, just look for a command that says cycle droplet pumps.
Processing. Investigating.
Here they come!
Damn!
Nearby unit.
Right.
Security patrol.
Right. Probably could heal. Okay. Ooh, logs. Cobbled together. The staff is getting restless. Work around the half-cocked solutions are all we've got to mend Groundbreaker's bones. In many cases, we can't revive one system without cannibalizing another. Grandma lived with that reality, and so will I. I can rally our spirits, but what happens when I'm not around? Groundbreaker's real test will be seeing if our independence outlasts me. I'll take that bet. JT, old plans, new problems. Found some of Chief Guying old schematics. Groundbreaker must have taken a beating during the crossing because she spent half of her career patching it up. A lot of corners cut when they put this place together. Among her papers, I also found the layout of a hangar that doesn't match any of my docs. Something that might have gotten sealed off along the way, like blood cells, isolating, and infection. I hate to put sentiment down in print, but every time I open a panel or find some workaround in the guts of this old bird, it's like I can feel you reaching out to me from the past. Grandma. Return to route.
Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
It looks like I need...
My dad taught me some French, you know. Stuff about omelets and, fromage. I could take a look at that journal.
By all means. I would be astounded, yet astronomically in your debt.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing at all about eggs and cheese in here. Sorry.
Very helpful. Thank you.
Looks like I'm repairing and my armor, and that's it. Okay, cool.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Edna. Ooh. I leveled. Let's take a look at no. That's what it is. Right. Let's do one in defense, and then I need probably more in persuade and lie and intimidate. One, two, three, four. Awesome. Fly. Perks. Nice. A few bits more. Vendors and vending machines have additional ammo, consumables, and general items available. This effect will happen the next time a vendor or vending machine restocks. Nice. Resilient. You have a base armor rating, which also adds to any armor you wear. Nice. Precision. After some some unsanctioned adjustments, the workbench's sight alignment tool is much more accurate. Nice. High maintenance. You take better care of your weapons and armor than most people. That might actually be nice because my durability keeps going down a bit. Strider. Years of Adrena time, you have left a permanent hep in your step. Also might actually be useful. Quick and the dead. Your tactical time dilation meter recharge is much faster. Okay, I'm not really lone wolf. Sometimes you are the only person you can trust, and that's okay. You deal increased damage when adventuring alone. Well, I'm probably never gonna be alone, so that probably will never be useful. Alone, the world tactical time dilation will last longer. Surely, this is normal. Deadly demonstration. Your companions have a lot to teach you about killing. Awesome. It's useful. The negotiator. Being a shrewd negotiator has cost you some friends, but you make up for it in bits. Okay. I think what I want is Probably that. And then I think I'll do that. And then I don't know. Ooh. Parvati, what do you have? Ooh. Sneaky, boisterous, base health. Mod finder, increase your chance of looting mods when party is in the party. Increase your damage dealt with this companion when using melee weapons. Battle hardened. Increase this companion's base armor rating. This affects stacks with any armor they wear. Fine aim. Increase the damage dealt. Okay, well, let's do we want to finish up? No, I don't know. Vicar Max. Increases the duration of the increases the duration of your dialogue combat effects while Max is in the party. Sounds useful. Heavy-handed decreases the damage dealt with this companion when using weapon. Battle harden, increase the companion's base armor rating. Okay. Healthy. Alright, well, I don't know what to do with them yet, so but break down this, break down that, break down that. Ooh. This is an energy weapon. I've got a lot of ammunition for that. See what it looks like. Is there anything more?
Speak your mind. Honestly.
Nope. Okay.
You aiming to send a message? If so, we best do it now while we still got time.
Why would we run out of time? You headed somewhere?
Me? No. But our relaying capabilities? That's on the final countdown. We're going offline in 3, 2, 1.5... No. Wait, I've lost track of my weeks. Maybe it was 36 or... sometime dire soon.
Oh, why are you about to lose capability?
Our primary relay station's soon to be occluded by a gas giant. Happens every 40 years or thereabouts. The event's forecasted to last for months, during which we'll lose signal to the station.
That'll put the whole system in a right dire situation.
We've got backup auxiliary relays, but the one currently in orbital range went offline some months ago. We can't spare people for routine maintenance.
Probably a dumb question, but how are you cut off by losing one relay station?
Well, we wouldn't be utterly and completely blacked out, but we'd lose the majority of our comm traffic for sure. Ships and colonies on Terra 2 need a clear line from their communications towers to the groundbreaker for the transmissions to make it through. If it's not clear, they transmit to the closest relay station, which stores the message, then passes it along when our orbits align.
What about the other auxiliary relay stations?
The others won't be in orbital range during the occlusion event. Isn't it some law of the universe? The relay I gotta rely on is, of course, the one on the Fritz.
Can't ships relay messages to each other?
That they can and they do, but only between ships owned by the same corporation. No corp will authorize sending messages through a ship owned by a rival. And no corp will relay messages for the Wildcat freighters, not without charging them more than they'll make in a single haul anyway. That's why we're the message hub. The Groundbreaker's neither corporate owned nor board controlled. Our comms are neutral.
Can't the board handle the messages?
Sure, I mean they got their own relays and all, but they'll only send along messages the corporations pay for. And then they charge folks to send messages back, often more than they can afford. And none of that money goes to the Groundbreaker. Just tightens the board's grip on our throat.
Don't you charge people for messages too?
Not nearly as much, and that money goes to keeping the station operational, helps keep us independent. If we lose the message fees, the entire ship will feel the pinch. Before long, the only place for people to trade words and goods will be on Terra 2, right under the board's control. That'd spell the end of Groundbreaker.
Sounds like it's time to get the auxiliary station back online.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I finally got the chief to approve the budget for a diagnostic expedition. But allocating the personnel loss for sending a technical team to the relay station keeps getting denied by Junlei. The chief.
What's in it for me if I investigate your relay problem?
You save my comm center from chaos. I guarantee I'll get the chief to authorize some payment forms with your name on them while you're out fixing the station.
I could check the relay. No need. Seems irresponsible not to have fixed your backup relay before now.
We don't know why it went down or if it's even a hardware-related issue. Getting a team out there takes time and money, neither of which we have readily on hand. And we do have multiple auxiliaries, just they won't be in orbital range during the next few months. Our backup station will be. If it weren't for the occlusion event coming our way, we'd be doing fine as always.
No need to put an official sign-off.
I should say no, but why not? Maybe you can figure out why it's offline. I'll send you with an equipment manual. Hopefully we'll get lucky, or I'll get my approval in time.
Hope you don't mind if I borrow that manual when you're done with it, Captain. I could do with some leisure reading.
Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve a copy of the relay's backup data. I gotta forward any messages from Earth stored in the memory. Better late than never, eh?
What? You just let messages from Earth sit in the memory on an orbital relay?
It's not like they're in high demand. Most tend to be adverts on new products, meaning only folks in Byzantium can afford them. I'm sure the station's got a stack of junk messages just waiting for me to sort through.
Fair enough. I'm off. I'm just collecting quests.
What? I had nearly figured out how to run that bypass job.
We
Now
interrupt
I've
your
lost my
regularly
concentration.
scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes?
How are the repairs going?
Just plugged the last deal.
Right. Oh.
What's happening on Terra 1? Last I heard, the board was in dispute with the Renegade Company. Sounded done.
Is there... Did I miss?
CMP near maple syrup. It's near
Oh,
this
that's
complete
Subway.
breakfast.
You.
Is it just me, or is Groundbreaker feeling extra chilly? Maybe you ought to help yourself to a piping hot frozen dinner. Oh, and it's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget.
You work for Spacer's Choice? Ever been to Edgewater?
Heard of it. My orientation Aetherwave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
It's not bad. They're struggling, but they've got good arts.
That's true.
Yeah. I hope they're gonna be okay.
That's a Spacer's Choice beer. Take what you have, polish it up, and make the best of it. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too.
I've got to ask about the hat.
I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division.
Are you doing all right in there?
Oh, I'm having a stellar day. And not just because I'm legally obligated to say so. Almost as stellar as Spacer's Choice is affordable.
Can you see in there?
I can see all of the top-quality merchandise in the Spacer's Choice catalog, which is available here at a reasonable price.
How do you brush your teeth?
Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste at this time, but we're always working on delivering exciting new products to our customers. Sprat Wash, Mouthwash, and Mantafloss are among the exciting line of dental goods currently in development.
Do you miss eating solid food?
Don't miss out on these deals. You'll find none like them on all of Groundbreaker, or anywhere in the Halcyon colony.
Don't you have to sleep on with that? Do you have to sleep with that on?
Trouble sleeping? Try our Lunar Eclipse mix. That's 2 handfuls of pep pills washed down with a hearty swig of 2-hour energy brew. The blast will send you through the stratosphere, and the crash will knock you out cold, guaranteed.
Spacer's Choice make you wear that?
Add an additional 10% to your purchase today, and the proceeds will be donated to Spacer Cares, our premier corporate welfare program. At Spacer's Choice, we care about your health and emotional well-being. That's why we put Martin through 6 years of vendor school, only to make him wear this hat.
Where can I get a hat like it?
You would never ask if you knew what it's like in here. I mean, why, anyone can be a Spacer's Choice Consumer Relations Choice Specialist. Just keep your nose clean and aim for the moon.
Do you need help? Do you need me to help you get you out of there?
Even if my contract didn't forbid it, I think it's part of me now. Now, are you ready to make Spacer's Choice Lunar Green Moonmouth lozenges a part of you? Lunar Green, the future is spearmint.
Am I addressing the man beneath the mask? Are you okay?
Damn it. No slogan for that one. Look, this hat, my job, it may not seem like much to a brave space captain, but they're all that I have. If there are self-made purgatories, then we all have to live in them. Mine can be no worse than someone else's. Now, if we're done with the chit-chat, I hope you don't mind if I make the most of this short life and try to be the best moon person I can be.
Sorry if I pushed you too hard, Martin.
It's fine. I should be stronger than this. Thanks for taking an interest. Speaking of interest, can I interest you in some quality budget goods?
What do you sell?
Anything and everything. Whatever you want, we got it. And when you need a replacement, we got that too.
Must be shoddy quality if it needs replacing.
Just the opposite. Spacer's Choice items are always new, hot off the shelves, because customers just can't stop buying new stuff. Oh, sorry. Got the line wrong. You want me to do it again?
The line?
It's a script. If I don't follow it to a T, I might lose my job. You want me to do it right?
Not really, but fine.
Spacer's Choice items are always new, hot off the shelves, because customers just can't stop improving their lives with our fine products. You could go broke buying overpriced Aramid gear, or you could buy from us at a much more reasonable rate. That's why you should get a backup or three. Become a frequent buyer. Join our Friendship Rewards program. Program currently unapproved in Alpha, rewards and friendship pending.
Let's see what you got for sale.
Have a look.
Right. Oh man. No. Man. Buds. How many do I have, by the way? Ooh, yes. I'm gonna keep that. So. I'm gonna keep that. Because it's legendary. I got 31 of these. You know what? I'll buy it. I'll buy it. Right.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch, Chirpagale Flakes, and Berry flavored Power Nuggets. Now with 12% more crunch.
This is the simple truth. We are all molecular machines. The body is a collection of atoms. The mind is a consequence of chemical reactions. Therefore, our lives are predestined along a path that is only visible in retrospect. Life is fated and unstoppable.
I don't know, Mr. Vicker. That seems like quite a leap.
I don't know where I'm going. Where am I going? Right. Right. There's nothing up here. Oh. Hey. Oh, I gotta go see Gladys. Ah, that makes sense.
It's almost time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me?
I wanted to ask you about something else.
What do you want, then? My hard-earned wisdom?
What do you do here?
Oh, a little of this, a little of that. I buy and sell items that require discretion to dispose of. Knickknacks. Curios. I also knit throw pillows stuffed with the hair of famous tossball players. But that's more of a passion project.
What about non-famous players? I earned quite a reputation as a fifth back during my seminary days.
You do have a favorable mop, I must say. But that's not what you wanted to talk about, is it, dear?
Why'd the board recall Stellar Bay nav keys?
Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on Monarch desperate to gobble you up. Because that's what the board tells them, you see. I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the rest of the colony, and they're trying to hide the evidence.
Well, what makes you think that?
Those board folk are real prideful-like. Never want you looking behind the curtain, lest you see their derrieres. But old Gladys knows the score. The whole colony's not much more than a diorama, showcasing one board screw-up after another. That's why we gotta keep them from getting their grubby mitts on Groundbreaker. She's our mess.
Are there still people down there?
Probably. Every once in a while, we get these snippets of radio chatter. Edna shows them to me. Some man hooting and hollering about the light in us all. Claims he's transmitting from Monarch, but who knows if that's true. Might be true. Might be some new trick from the board.
You mentioned Groundbreaker is outside of the board control.
That's right, dearie. The only independent station in the colony. That's us. Though for how long, I can't say. That all depends on Miss June Lay.
How do you mean?
The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will.
Back to my other question.
Go right ahead, sweetheart.
Thanks for your time.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you. Gracious. I was just sitting down for tea.
Alright.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
Yes. What am I? Oh.
Rizzo's mock.
I've seen you limping a bit. You all right, Mr. Vicker? Need us to slow down?
What are you implying? I am perfectly fit. My knee is just acting up.
There's no shame in being older, Mr. Vicar. Don't worry. The captain and I'll take care of you.
I need neither your advice nor your pity, young lady.
Questions is a good way to forfeit.
Okay, blah, blah, blah.
Fit my bonus. Some things ain't.
I can't leave yet. So, oh.
How goes the hunt? I've been ruminating on it, and I decided, if you ain't killed McRed yet, I want you to hurt him a little before you do. Nothing excessive, mind you, but the scoundrel deserves a light beating at least before he kicks off. I believe I'm growing fond of you, bounty hunter. If you got the Mardets' backs, the Mardets have got yours. Here's the bounty payout. Nice work down there. With any luck, we can hire more sharp-eyed bounty hunters like you in the future.
What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today? Chief Junlei Tennyson. She runs the ship. Does a real great job of it, too. Her family's worked on it for, gosh, since it was built, I think. Back before the crossing. Chief Tennyson don't generally hire outsiders for station jobs, but you could try asking at Sublight Salvage. They got an office on the far end of the promenade deck. Anything else I can help you with, mister?
I'd like to ask some questions.
That's what I'm here for, sir. What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today?
What can you tell me about Sublight Salvage?
They're run by Miss Hagen. Half the tramp captains and contractors in the system have worked for her. I ought to warn you straight off. Scuttlebutt says some of the jobs they do aren't exactly above board. Downright anti-business, if you catch my meaning.
I'll need you to explain that.
Let's say there's been times when I heard somebody needed a thing, and somebody else had such a thing, but they weren't inclined to sell. Now let's say the one who had the thing suddenly found theirs missing, and the one who needed got one. If anyone asks, Sublight says it got salvaged from an old wreck. Case closed.
So they're criminals, but they have an office on your promenade deck?
If anybody could prove them criminals, the board would have put their foot down a long time past. They always got, what do they call it? Deniability? Something gets nicked or someone turns up dead, Sublight says, hey, independent contractor, not our responsibility. But everyone knows what they're doing, top to bottom.
I believe that's called accountability or something like that. They're working against Halcyon Board?
Against is a strong word. Let's say that if you need something the board ain't inclined to sell, you might look to Sublight to get it. You might pay Sublight a shitload of bits for it, but that money gets passed on to their contractors, so in the end, it's still business.
You must admit, there is a beauty to the order of it. Everything operates within the constraints of the grand plan, even organized crime.
People do what they gotta to get by.
Alright, that's enough.
Oh, sure, sorry. Gets a mite boring at this desk, you know. Then I get to chatting too much, and Commandant Sonia's gotta reprimand me again, and... Oops, doing it again. Sorry.
Oh, don't worry. Captain's real understanding.
Can't speak for the captain, but I'm used to listening to folks drone on about their pointless, depressing lives.
Awful generous of you, listening to me like this.
You know, for a vicar, Max, you're a pretty awful person, but nonetheless, you're a-okay. I'd really like to get back there.
Yeah, I'm getting that, but this area's off limits. I told you. You have done a lot for us, Captain. I'll talk to the Commandant about scheduling a thank you tour for you. Maybe check back in a few days.
Come on, Lee. I've done a lot for you all. Why the wait?
All right, I guess. In and out, though. Just try not to do any shady stuff. I'd like to keep my job.
Ooh.
You don't seem to like traveling with us much.
Why in the architect's name would you say that?
It's just that you're real grouchy. Kinda all the time?
I'm not grouch.
You have found an ID cartridge to use with the holographic shroud. You will now be automatically disguised when entering the associated restricted area.
Gee,
Okay.
I'm just
cool.
Irritated by inane questions.
Yeah, see, when you say it like that, it makes me wonder.
There it is. Just yank the drive, and I'll do the rest. I'm going.
Security logs. Sublight put a bid on one of our impounds. Generous 1, 2. Negotiate for the usual finder fee, and then give Lilia her salvage. Brawl at the last hope. Freelancers versus board. Freelancers 1. Arrested a freighter captain with more bits than brains. Hawthorne's ship impounded with by order of Udom Bedford. Still no clue why Hawthorne associates with the board snake. A guy from the back bays, roughed up by the Moon Kid, raving mad, warned me that the moon was gonna bring about the end times. He was flying high on whatever Mac Red grows down there. Got a sworn testimony that Mac Red was spotted at the Rest and Go. Not that anyone will corroborate it. reminder to keep my eye on Gladys. Confiscated goods. Detained a freelancer who was cagey about his business. Confiscated his personal belongings while he waited for questioning. Modified pistol, jock, hatchet, metal hoop, IG, prayer beads, OSI, locked container owner refused inspection. He fled before we could get down to it. Left his things behind, so they're stored in the back of the security station until the idiot shows his face again, which is likely to be never.
Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up.
Right. Let's get out of there.
Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities?
Okay. Perception. You hesitated there, Vicar. What aren't you telling me?
Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding him. Was a bit of a long shot, wasn't it?
It seems awfully convenient.
I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
Sounds good to me. Let's go. Sorry about that. I had a call from my mom telling me my dad is on the way to come get me because we're going to go out to dinner. I will see you all next time. Have a good night. Have a good day. All right. Bye.